Gone. The 2024 Home Run Derby is here, and I'm here to break it down for you guys and give you guys my picks in the Derby, a couple of plays that might be worth a sprinkle. I'm Steve Seagrave from sportsmemo.com. If you guys enjoy the content, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let us know who you got in the comment sections. The only thing we got going tonight, no WNBA, obviously no MLB, so Home Run Derby is the main attraction. And we're going to break it down for you guys. Let me know who you got. Whether it be the winner or any of these. There's so many different props you can choose from this season. So let us know who you got. So, guys, just real quick. These aren't going to be official plays. These aren't official plays that I have loaded on the site at Sports Memo. These are just some plays that are going to be worth a sprinkle that, get a little bit of action. These aren't things you guys want to break the bankroll on. Just some plays that have some action. A little bit of fun on tonight's Derby. Quick, we'll go over the rules. Last season, there was no limit to the number of pitches in the first and second round. This season, first round is going to be 3 minutes or a maximum of 40 pitches. And then you get a bonus 3 outs, and you can get an extra out in the bonus time if you hit a home run longer than 425 plus. And then the top 4 advance. Second round is where we move over to the bracket style that we're used to seeing recently in the Home Run Derby. It'll be 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3, and same rules apply as far as the times in the bonus round as the first round. And then we get to the finals. Obviously, the top 2 players from those brackets advance to the finals. And we get to the finals, that's 2 minutes or 27 pitches, and then we have the same bonus time as well as we did in the first couple of rounds. So a quick look at the field. What I have here is the best odds, whether it be on DK or FanDuel. I looked through them both and gave the best odds. Those are the 2 main sites people use, so that's what we rolled with. We have 5 players in this Derby that it'll be their first Home Run Derby. Only 3 players returning to the Derby that have competed in past seasons. Odds-on favorite, the Polar Bear, Pete Alonso, sitting at plus 320 on DK. He's the only player in the field that's won it. He won it twice in 2019 and 2021. He's chasing Ken Griffey Jr. for the only player that's ever won 3, and the only other players that have ever won 2 before, Yoenis Cespedes and Prince Fielder. So Alonso chasing history tonight, and he's the odds-on favorite. Marcell Ozuna, plus 425 over on DK. He has the second most home runs in the tournament at 26. He's also the oldest player in the tournament, sitting at 33 years old. Bobby Witt Jr., plus 470 at FanDuel. He's kind of a little bit of a hometown favorite. We'll get to Garcia, the true hometown favorite, in a minute, but Witt Jr. was born in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, so he's returning home, looking to put on a show for the home crowd tonight. Gunnar Henderson, he'll be a popular pick, plus 475 over at DK. Most home runs out of anyone in the field at 27, and he's the only true lefty in the field. We'll get to the switch hitter in the field in Jose Ramirez, but Henderson is the only lefty in the field. Adolis Garcia, plus 550 over at DK. He's the hometown hero. Eliminated last season in the first round, one of the 3 players that has competed prior to this. And he'll be the hometown hero tonight, playing at Globe Life Field. And he'll be looking for his first ever Home Run Derby championship. Teoscar Hernandez, this is where we get to some of the juicier plays. The 4-digit, plus 1,100 on Teoscar Hernandez. He's 17 of his 19 home runs would have been out of the park over at Globe Life Field, and he's someone who I actually really like in this tournament because he's expressed excitement in playing in it, which is a big factor to me as far as this goes, because motivation, obviously, some of these guys aren't here to win this thing. Some of them are just here to compete and have a good time. You want someone that's motivated to win the thing. And we get to Jose Ramirez at plus 1,500 over at FanDuel. He's a switch hitter. Now, in 2022, he had a poor performance, got knocked out in the first round. He was hitting right-handed. We found out later he was dealing with a thumb injury. Word is that he'll be batting left-handed tonight, and he might be able to take advantage of that, a little bit of a shorter fence in right field. No huge advantages as far as the field from what I've heard, but him and Gunnar will be the only guys batting from the left side tonight. And then the long shot, the dark horse, Alec Baum, plus 2,000 over at FanDuel, 20-1. He has the least home runs in the field with 11 and the lowest exit velocity of anyone playing into tonight's derby, I should say. I'm sorry. So I don't think current form is super important when it comes to these things. I think it just comes down to you get into a groove. If that pitcher can hit that sweet spot for you, and it's just kind of rinse and repeat. If the guys that win this thing, if you notice, they don't necessarily hit them deep. It's just they keep consistently putting them over the fence time and time again. And I think that's what we're going to see with some of the guys that I like in this. So what I'm going to suggest here is we go with 3 players. We're going to start with the chalk, the favorite, Pete Alonso. So we're going to take 1 unit and put a half unit on Alonso, whatever you're going to play with tonight. Like I said, don't go crazy with this. But so he's the favorite, but he has the motivation to go for number 3. And also a key factor is he's going back to the pitcher that threw to him in 2021 when he won. We saw Aaron Myers last year throwing to Alonso, and that was not a very pretty result. Now he goes back to Dave Jouse, who he won with in 2021. So I think that them teaming up again tonight could, come up with a nice positive result. The next 2 players we're going to go with a quarter of the unit that you're going to work with tonight on these 2 players, and they're 2 long shots. I know they're not going to be the favorite. Some of these guys, some of your favorites that you guys like in this thing. I know Gunnar Henderson's a popular one, and we're going to be staying away from him personally. We're going to be going to Teoscar Hernandez, who we've already mentioned, expressing excitement in this tournament, which I feel like is really big. He's the only other player, too, other than Alonso, that has an experienced pitcher, someone who's thrown in the home run derby before. Dino Abel has thrown in 4 home run derbies, and he actually won one with Vlad Sr. Way back. I think it was 2007, I believe. But regardless, he's the only pitcher that has thrown in this derby before, other than Dave Jouse. So I like Teoscar, and I like that he's excited to be there. That's a big factor to me. I know Henderson is excited to be there as well. But so we're gonna go Teoscar plus 1100 for a quarter unit. The last quarter unit, we're going to go with Jose Ramirez here. I think that he's going to be excited to play, to get back into this one after that poor performance a couple of years ago. He's much more powerful from the left side. 15 of his 23 home runs this season have come from the left side, and if you look at his career, that's been how it's worked for him in his career as well. The majority of his home runs come from when he's batting left-handed, and he should be able to take advantage of that short porch over in right field. Another thing I like about him is he has the highest pull rate of any player competing in this tournament. So quarter unit on Jose Ramirez as well. So our top 3 guys, half unit on Alonso, quarter unit Teoscar Hernandez, quarter unit Jose Ramirez. Another play that I think that might be worth a sprinkle, I like Hernandez over Henderson in the first round at plus 145. I know this won't be a popular pick. I know everyone likes Gunnar in this thing. I've seen tons of Gunnar Henderson, and let's just face it, it doesn't always pan out in these home run derbies. I just think Henderson's more of a line drive hitter. The guys that put some lift on the ball are the guys that usually succeed in these derbies. Now, with these types of plays that we don't know the order may come into play as far as if obviously motivation as far as how many you need to hit. If you go first, you don't know how many you need to hit to advance. If someone goes later, say Teoscar Hernandez goes later than Gunnar Henderson, then he could just be wanting to get enough to advance to the top 4 and advance to the semifinals. So it might be safer actually to go with Hernandez at plus 120 to advance to the final 4, advance to the semifinals. So I like Hernandez a lot in this thing. Those are just plays I thought that stood out to me as nice plus money plays. But as far as official plays for the video, Alonso half unit, Hernandez half unit, quarter unit, and Ramirez quarter unit. We'll split up a full unit among those 3 guys, maybe with a sprinkle on Hernandez to advance to the semifinals to beat Henderson in the first round. I don't have any official plays available for you guys today. We'll be back in action tomorrow with the WNBA. There'll be a link attached to my Sports Memo page attached to the video. I have free plays posted every day over on Twitter and Sports Memo. I have a free NFL preseason play that's available at Sports Memo right now. If you guys enjoy the content, hit that like button for me on the way out. Enjoy the Derby, and I'll see you tomorrow for the All-Star Game video. Good luck.